So here's a 25-minute Pilates workout for you. Okay, we'll just start as we normally do at the back of the mat, rolling down to stand yourself tall, and then release each vertebrae one at a time, all the way down. And when you get to the bottom, allow the knees to just be soft. Grab hold of the backs of your elbows, move your body from side to side, relax your head down, use the weight of your upper body to pull you closer towards the floor. Feel that stretch through the hamstrings and feel that unloading of the spine. Okay, and then from there, just rebuild your spine one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. And we roll down again, chin to chest, release. And this time, when you get to the bottom, make sure you can place your hands flat to the floor. 4 big steps with your hands into a plank position. So let's just set our plank. We draw our shoulder blades down. Our middle fingers are pointing forward, as is the inside of our elbows. So it goes that way round, and that draws your shoulder blades down. Okay, and then from there, soften your knees, walk your hands back towards your feet, and roll yourself up. One more time, we roll down. One more time, we walk out to a plank. 4 big steps with your hands. Squeeze the glutes. Now keep your body weight forwards, and then just lower your knees to the floor. Keep your belly lifted as you lower your chest between your hands. Take a gentle back stretch here. Press one hip into the floor. Turn and look over your shoulder. And then we're going to move that from side to side. So you're just opening up the front of your body, mobilizing your neck. See how far behind you can see as you turn your head. Feel that stretch through the front of the hips, the psoas. And then push back into a child's pose. So wide knees, toes together. Forehead towards the floor, hips towards heels. And then, like playing the piano, we take our hands over to one side, drop your head in the middle. And then walk your fingers over to the other side, just so you feel that stretch down that side of your back. Come back into the center, up onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips high. Then one knee, then the other, so you're stretching into the backs of your legs. Now you want to push your chest towards your thighs. I'm losing my head in my t-shirt. And then pedal the feet. You're just stretching the backs of your legs. You might want to move around in the hips and shoulders. That's up to you. And then come down into a 4-point kneeling position. So when we're kneeling, you want your knees under your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Now from here, we're going to extend the right arm and the left leg. Okay, and you'll notice that I'm keeping my hips nice and level. Okay, from there, I'm going to bring my elbow to my knee. I tuck my chin in and I round out the spine, and then I extend long. So this is your option 1. Maybe try a few of these, round out, and then extend. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you lengthen. And then from here, I'm just going to move my arm and leg on a slight diagonal. So I'm going 45 degrees from my midline now. Round out as you inhale, exhale to the corners if you were in a box. Okay, we've got 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, just sit back on your heels, give your wrists a circle, and then we'll go for the other side. So make sure your knees are under your hips, wrists under shoulders, lengthen your left arm, extend your right leg back behind you. Inhale, round out the spine. Exhale, lengthen. Now you can go straight to that diagonal if you like. And maybe you want to try the diagonal. Now you want to keep your spine still when you're moving on the diagonal. So there's no moving of the hips or the spine as you move on the diagonal. Got 8 seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, your wrist circle. So this time, we're going to keep the right arm and the left leg up. And then we're going to move our arm and our leg out to 45 degrees and back to the center. Okay, so you extend right arm, left leg. Foot can be really close to the floor because we want to keep that spine still as you move out and in on the diagonal. It's great if you've got an overhead light because you'll be able to see if your shadow is shifting because you want everything in the center to stay still. It's just your arm and leg moving independently of your spine. So you have to really engage the core. So you know I'm terrible at counting, so I've got my big timer on for you. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Sit back on your heels. Just give your wrist a bit of a circle. And then we'll go to the other side. So wrists and shoulders. Keeping that inside elbow pointing forwards. Knees under hips. Left arm, right leg. Exhale as you move out to the diagonal. Inhale as you come back to center. Now you want to try and keep your arm in line with your ear. You can see mine's low. This is my dodgy shoulder side. But if you can get your arm higher, that's great. Don't worry about lifting your leg too high. If you lift your leg, you can see that I've got no core working. So hips stay level, back stays nice and flat. You've got 6 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Sit back on your heels. We'll come down onto our forearms for the next one. And we're going to step out to a plank. And we're going to hold it for 40 seconds. You can see the timer in the corner. Challenge yourself. So forearms on the floor, step your legs back, and we hold the plank here. When we hold the plank, we draw our shoulder blades towards each other. We keep an eye on the edge of our mat, so we're not dropping our chin too low. We squeeze the glutes, and we draw in the abdominals. We're halfway. "15 seconds to go. Try and maintain regular breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees to the floor. Lower your chest down. Bring your arms out to the side so you're in a W position. We're going to do back extension here. Your forehead stays down towards the floor. You inhale, you lift your chest, lift your head. Squeeze your elbows towards your waist. Release and lower down. So inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So 4 points of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So you're aiming to work between the shoulder blades. Don't forget, because this is recorded, pause at any time. If you're not sure of the exercise, I don't want you to miss a second. And that's done. Staying on your stomach, we're now going to take our arms into a V position. So you want your fingers to be at the corners of your mat. I'll go this way. So fingers at the corners of the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. That's all. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the arms. Exhale and lower. So every time you lift, reach your fingertips up. Try not to come to this position. You want nice, long, straight arms. Working a lot on the backs of the shoulders into the rhomboids as well. So between the shoulder blades. You've got 15 more seconds, okay? Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Thumbs pointing towards the ceiling. Spine is long. Don't forget to include your neck when you think about your spine. And you are done. We've got one more in this series. You're going to take your arms out into a V shape, a T shape, with your thumbs pointing towards the ceiling. So arms out to the side, thumbs are pointing upwards. And as we inhale, we lift, and we imagine our hands staying in line with our shoulders, so not coming down, they're just going up towards each other. So you inhale to lift, exhale to lower. You've got 20 more seconds. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. 15 more seconds. Just a couple more. And you are done. See, I can't even count 15 seconds. Okay, now roll onto your side. So we're going to be lying using our arm as a pillow. G. Underneath leg bend. Now you want to stack your hips. So your top hip is directly above the bottom hip and shoulders are also stacked. So you can be here or here, doesn't make any difference. This hand can either be on your hip or fingertips on the floor if you just need a little bit of balance. You can see my leg is at hip height. So we're going to do the single leg kick. So as you inhale, you flex your foot and you bring that leg forward. It's still at hip height, so it's a little bit off the floor. Exhale, you point your toe and you see you can just take it slightly back. So flex, bring it forward, point, exhale. Now when you take it back, you don't want to let your pelvis go, so you have to use your glutes. And also see if you can get a really good hamstring stretch. See how far you can bring it forward. And then as you go back, you're seeing how far you can go before you let anything go here. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. One more. And we're going to stay on this side. Bring your legs together and lift your feet off the floor. Okay? So my hips are still stacked. My knees are pointing down to the floor. And I'm going to do some clamshells here. So you open and you close. So you're squeezing your medial glute. So your hips still point forward. So we're not moving here. We're just working this bit here. And you should feel it quite quickly. So this is really good for the external rotation on the hip. So inhale as you open, exhale as you close. We're nearly there. And we are done. Relax your legs. Give it a bit of a thump. Now, bring your underneath arm around your body. We're going to do some single arm press ups. Straighten your top leg. Other hand comes by your elbow. As you inhale, push yourself off the floor. Exhale, tuck under. Inhale, lift. So you have the option of lying down. Try not to collapse, but if possible, just hover above the floor. And you should be feeling that in your triceps. Now we breathe into this one. Just breathe. Yeah, wherever feels good. I have 6 seconds left. I think you can probably see that better than me. Last one. Good. Onto your other side. We've got the single leg kicks first. So that's underneath leg bend. Top arm as a pillow. Top leg at hip height. Hips are stacked. Fingertips on your hip or forward. Flex your foot. Inhale forward. Point your foot. Exhale. See if you can take it back without collapsing through the pelvis, through the core. Hopefully your air conditioning is working better than mine. I'm dripping at the moment. Inhale. Exhale. 10 more seconds, I think. I haven't got the glasses on, so I'm guessing. And we're done. Bring your knees together. So same position, both knees bent. So I've still got my hips stacked. I haven't let my hips roll forward, okay? And then we just open and close. You can bring your hand forward here. I'm just resting it. Squeeze as you open. I thought this was too good to be true. Yes, hello. Come out the way, please. Come out the way, mouse. This is mouse. Come out the way. Thank you. Along. 18 seconds. Feels like forever on this one. Really squeeze as you rotate. Alright. Just sit down out the way, please. Last one. Awesome. Okay, straighten that top leg. Ooh. Give it a bit of a thump. Okay, and then we're wrapping out underneath arm around us. Top leg stays on the floor. It's going to slide along the floor as we do our push-ups, okay? So my hand's just about by my elbow. It might be closer to your shoulder for you. Just see, play around with the position, see where it feels good for you. Ooh, really warm in here. Just what I want, a warm cat. Thank you. And you come away, please. Come on. 10 seconds. This tricep's a lot weaker than the other one. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come onto your back. Bring your heels quite close to your bum. And we're just going to do some spine mobilization. Arms by your side. Fingertips close to your heels so your shoulders are down. Squeeze your glutes. Imprint your spine. Release each vertebrae from the floor one at a time. Try not to let your knees roll out to the sides. Exhale. Rolling through the spine. You go through an imprint. And then you release back to neutral. Imprint, squeeze. Elevate. Exhale, lower. Through imprint. Back to neutral. So neutral is where your hips and your ribs are level. Imprint is where your whole spine is on the floor. This is the neediest cat in the world. Mouse. Oh, we're done. Okay. So we're now going to continue with that mobility. Straighten your legs and reach your arms overhead. As you inhale, you're going to bring your arms forward. You bring your chin to your chest and you roll yourself up and you sit nice and tall. Exhale, can you see how I'm rounding out my spine? Each vertebrae aiming to touch the floor one at a time. Take your arms overhead. So we're going to do 2 more of these, okay? So exhale, roll up and reach. Take a big inhale. Exhale, roll down. So I don't know about the time. Maybe we've got time for 2 more. Exhale, roll down. Last one, we're going to finish sitting up. Good, okay. Rolling like a ball, you know this is one of my favourites. So we have options, but the goal is to keep our feet off the floor. So you might just want to hold your legs here. You might want to do this one. You might want to practice this one in the privacy of your own home. You know if you can do that one or not. Okay, so I'm going to do it here. We start by rounding out the spine, rolling back onto your cat. Okay, let's see if I can do that again. Round out the spine. Each vertebrae touches the floor one at a time. Hopefully you're having more success than me and you don't have pets or children in your way. Come out the way. So you sit tall at the end of your rolling back. Exhale. Our mouse is rolling like a ball now. Last one, we're going to finish sitting up. Good. Okay, just take your bum a bit further away from your heels and reach your arms forward. Now, as we exhale, we're going to roll, but we're only going halfway. From here, we're going to open a hand towards the back of the room. Inhale, sweep the arm forward and sit up. Exhale, roll. Sweep the arm and lift. Okay? So as you take the arm behind you, see how far you can rotate your chest towards the side of the room. One more. I know my timer has gone now. Okay, roll yourself down onto your back. We're going to do 3 more exercises. So lift your legs to tabletop here. Fingertips, just like I've got my wrists on my knees. So as I exhale, I'm going to extend my right leg and my right arm. As I inhale, I'm going to come back to the start. Now change sides. So exhale, left arm, left leg. Inhale, back to the start. Now what I'm trying to do here is maintain my neutral spine. My ribs aren't lifting up. So I'm having to use my core to just keep that position really solid in the middle. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, same position, but just bring your hands slightly away from your legs. So now this is a really good brain exercise. Opposite arm and leg. So right arm, left leg go down. Inhale, come back. Nothing else moves. Really stabilize your lifted arm and leg. Exhale. Inhale. We'll go one more each side. Last one. Okay, hug your knees into your chest. And we're going to finish with the 100. Okay, so ignore that timer, it's just going to continue. When we do the 100, your arms are strong and you're really like forcefully pushing down the air. So you need to really activate your arms. You've got 2 options. You can keep your legs at tabletop. 3 options. Legs at tabletop, or every 5 counts, you can shoot your legs away from you and 5 counts bring them back in. You also have the option of keeping your head on the floor or dropping your head to the floor at any time. Okay? Extend your arms long. We inhale and we flap our arms. So big breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Well done. All right, just maybe give your triceps a stretch, stretch anything else that you feel, and have a great day. Thank you.